Happy Friday, everybody. Tonight felt like a good night to do a live stream. The first Friday night live in the new house, which is good. We've done Wednesdays here, but that's it so far. So figured why not? We'll do a lot. You can hear the cat meowing already. So while we are here in the new house is still pretty kind of like empty feeling. So it feels very echoey. Things aren't put away yet, all that. So it doesn't feel like home yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there before too long. It's still been a lot of work. We're still spending as much time on can you hear Chief right now? It's very loud. Yeah. It took Josh about 1.75 minutes to switch hamsters on his internet. This internet situation hopefully does not become an issue. I'll test the speed when I'm not on a stream just to make sure. Ew, door. Shut it, Will. You just wait. So my in-laws will be here on Monday. I was wrong. I thought it was Tuesday, but they'll be here on Monday. So the work will begin then. I do have to go pick up. There's a place locally that carries the wood that I plan to put on this wall over here. So that's going to be great. That will be one of the first orders of business is getting that done. And then I'm going to work on the shelving over there. That should be a super quick project. That should be like a weekend. That's what we all say, right? As far as like welding it up or welding up the supports, all that kind of stuff. And putting time into illogical decimals makes me some sort of way. God. How are the cats handling the move? So the first day is when things were like the most off, right? Brought them over here and then let them go. Now this house is a 2-story, which is the first time that they have ever experienced a 2-story. So like they didn't know how to handle stairs at first, but they quickly got the hang of that. Now the stairs are carpeted, but above the stairs is like a laminate floor, and then below is tile. So they can rip up the stairs, and then they get onto a slick surface and go. But they're having fun. They are enjoying it. Hearing their little feet around the upstairs, it's quite enjoyable. Gares, thanks for stopping in. Can't stay long. I have a big race at 7 a.m. Wanted to say hi. Well, good luck on your race. I assume it's with some sort of off-road buggy like I see in your profile photo. I also have a big race in the morning. Granted, it will be from this chair, and I will have all of the monitors set up. Tomorrow is the big race for King of the Hammers, and I am so excited. The coverage has been fantastic. And I'm really excited for the 4,400 race. It's going to be a good race. I can feel it. There's some sort of twist with lap 3 this year, and whatever that is, I'm here for it. But I watched the replay of the UTV race a couple of nights ago, and I really enjoy that. I feel like the UTV race, like one day, that's the one I'd like to do. Probably not going to, but like it feels the most obtainable. And then I had the EMC on today at the office. I just put it on the TV in my office and let it play. Caught clips of it here and there. Also a great race. So that was fun. Taking my 3-year-old to Monster Jam tomorrow. Tell you what, going and seeing monster trucks as a youth is one of those core memories. The UTV roll was gnarly. There was that UTV, and then he made it. He was ready, and he raced. He raced after all of that. Whew. I'm just saying, that was impressive. They're still on course, I think. There's definitely people still on course. And I don't want to. I watch until the winners finish, a few others roll through, and then I'll catch the results later. I don't watch until the bitter end of the feed and the timing. I want to see the big dogs come across the line, see the corrected time, see the official announcements, and then I'm pretty much good. So, yeah. We'll only see the VFD twin files for the Rockabilly. That I am hoping to get working on before too long. That's going to be a little bit of extra work, just because I have to kind of reconfigure a few things, make sure everything clears and fits. But once I don't have a hard date on that yet. Obviously, with the life changes, it's throwing a little bit of a wrench in my planning, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there before too long. They're doing awards right now. Nice. Gomez brothers again. Oh, man. I'll tell you who I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for Lauren Healy to win. I would like to see him win again. I like Lauren Healy. Him and Vaughn Gittin both. I actually really like them both. I didn't always like them. I always kind of felt that they were like a little, I don't know. There was something about them, like I felt like it's like, I don't know, but I really like them as racers, as entertainers, as all of that. Like I've really enjoyed going that way. Lauren, I think, has won maybe only once. I think once or twice. Maybe he's won twice. I remember the first year he won way back in like 2010, maybe 2000. Yeah, 9, 10, 11, somewhere in there was like the first year he won. But he's not a 3-time. He does have 2. So, Velocity, thank you very much. Your adult issues are interfering with your toy plans. No kidding. No kidding. But I really hope. Yeah, I think part of what it is that I feel like I relate a little bit to Lauren, because I feel like every year he just comes with a new car. He's like, we built a new car. This is the best of everything. Really didn't have a whole lot of time to test it though. And I just feel like I relate to that so much. Whereas you have Jason Shearer, he's like, I built the best car possible 7 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever. I've refined little things and tested and tested and tested and then refined and tested. And he just drives safe and smart. And like, if I was going to put money and I couldn't bet a Gomez, I would bet for Jason Shearer, even though he's starting from 50th. But Lauren Healy, he's the one that I'm just like, let's go. Yes, I rode with Vaughn Gittin Jr. at Ford Fest this year. Awesome. Oh, absolutely. He seems like a cool guy. But Lauren Healy, that's my hope. He always breaks it. It burns down, it breaks, something happens at race mile 6 because it didn't have quite enough time for testing, so I just hope. Has there ever been an RC version of the UFO KOH? Yes, there has been some UFO replicas of before. And thank you. Do you have any beer left?
Yes.
Can I have one?
Yeah.
Thank you. So yeah. Now there's so many Gomez in general that just saying, "Oh, Gomez is gonna win," is a pretty safe bet because there's like, like 9 chances to win. But still, just couldn't be more excited. Um, that's a Bomber Fab. I think he has run the same chassis for you. Yeah, Randy Slauson has a pretty dialed approach. Now, he is just not as fast in the desert, but he just cooks through the rocks. So he's always up there. But as these IFS cars have gotten faster and faster, thank you. It's been harder and harder for him to have as good of a chance to win. Thomas B. I was like, great to see you here. Josh, isn't that only one of the adult toys had interference issue? Admittance 1, please. You know who I don't want to win? Robbie Gordon. I don't know that there's a lot of people hoping for Robbie Gordon to win. I feel like in general, I met him at KOH in 2016, maybe, and had a good, 0.75-minute chat with him, which was enjoyable. So I have never had a bad experience, but obviously his reputation precedes him. So some people do, some people don't. Honestly, down there though, I do like the look of those speed UTVs. I don't know that I would buy one, but I do like the way they look. Like as a desert UTV, I'm into it. Taking that big body thing through the rocks, like maybe not. And I don't know how they hold up. I've heard mixed reviews. But I don't hate the way they look at all. I have to get married now. Freebie. Yeah, that's my go-to. It's it's worth it. They only look good sitting still because they break if you not. You see that? Yeah, that's what I've heard more than anything. Mini Flex, my cousin. Mini. Who's Mini? Wait, Mini. Is there somebody in here named Mini? Because Paul Wolf was he leading in the UTV or in 4,500 or something like that? I can't remember, but I just know I heard his name a lot in the last couple of days. Josh, thoughts on the new Reefs body? It looks competitive. Like, I mean, I don't think it looks good, but like, it looks competitive. It's very roundy so that it looks like it'll roll over well, but I can't say that I'd want to build it as a show truck. I just what are they bolting those fenders to? You just have to handle that yourself? Interesting. Does that not match? Hold on. I'm just looking at the painted one versus the non-painted. Like this upper line of, oops, sorry. This line here of the window, it doesn't look like it follows the roof. It like is yeah. I don't know. The hood feels flat for how round the rest of it is, but like has this weird sharp pinch here. I don't know. Um, I I don't know. Oof, sorry. No flat spots, they say. Okay. Um, yeah, it kind of. I just, I. It's not a looker to me. I would say that that is. I don't know that there's a whole lot of comp bodies that I think look. I can't think of many bodies I think it looks better than. How do I put this? I don't know. I will be sure to give Reef plenty of shit about that very soon. I heard another YouTuber call it the PLA glue by wait, PLA glue by accident, or they can't read. Oh, because plague. I was like, I don't get it. Yeah, dyslexia is a bit. That's a combo. They should have made Mexico. Just call Reef right now. Put him on speakerphone. Yeah. It's not. I think it's a bad looking body. Like I would say it looks bad, but I think that it looks like it is probably a good competition body choice because it won't it won't it will want to roll over more. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. Put a megalodon fin on it. It looks like an HHR turned crawl. It looks like an HHR that they turned into a cab only, and then they were going to put a V8 in it, so they stretched the hood, and then it melted in a fire. So yeah, I will be sure to. I'll be sure to cover that. Oh, SSR. There you go. There you go. Too narrow for C2, is it? Well, Sorka's dead, so. That really makes me want one melty face. A back aft HHR. Finally, Chris Kelly, I agree. Soft spot for PT Cruisers. I I kind of like them. How would you execute on an octopus-inspired monster truck body? 8 rubbery legs? I think I would go a different route, Thomas. I would go cab forward design. So that with like the tentacles towards the back, like like as they swim. I'd go that way. PT Prowler. Did you watch any of the EMC today? Yep, I had it streaming all day while I was at the office, so I listened while I was in and out of my office doing work and such. Look up Kraken monster truck. I can do that. Oh, yep. There. Evidently, Thomas, it's already a thing. We're behind. Oh, and there's already a RC car of it. But right there. Now, that's the exact opposite of what I just said. People see that's a Cadillac Escalade front end too. What you guys are on it. Ooh, listen, it was work. I did get I got more work done than I got listening done was the thing. No, Buck Dandy, it would look like these photos. What a course shoot. Absolutely. It damn it. Technically, that's a squid. Okay. Okay. I think you could call it either one though, and people would be just fine with it. What in the Squidopus. New username for somebody. Who remembers the Cadillac Escalade monster trucks with spin? There was a monster truck with spinners. Oh, that's thick. I like it. I mean, I always liked spinners. I liked spinners in the day. I liked them till the day they even disappeared. I was not mad at them in the slightest. Lunatic trying to open an airplane window with his fist on Frontier. Was this a recent thing? I've been a lot of airplane stories recently. KOH at night is the best. You know what the problem with KOH? Wait, shipping guy. Is this Dan? Dan's at KOH. Is this Dan? Dan, what are you doing? Stay safe. It's so cold down there at night. Squidopus is the dog's name. When there's spinners for the Emacs, that was like right when I was looking at getting into RC for the first time. That was like the big days of Emacs, T-Max, Savage. So like 40 series wheels and spinners were absolutely a thing. And that was also, it was the Orange County chopper days. So like the RC industry was like trying to mimic that a little bit. So there was like the Spider-Man crawler with the, yeah. Hi, Mom. Sorry, Mr. Call. I'll call you this weekend. Hope you're having a good time in Texas. Guess I'll go another direction. Clam? That be some sort of New England theme. That one, is that a real person? Because it feels like a bad superhero or like a villain. It's a villain name. No. Good. Okay. Yeah, what is the date today? The 7th? I got an email the other day. Hold please. Let me see if I can share this information yet. It is Friday 2/7. Yes, starting today. Okay, cool. So Horizon had sent me an email outlining the stuff that was going on their sale list. So they sent me a spreadsheet with a bunch of stuff that was going on sale. So these are all of the things if you haven't looked at their site yet. Low C Mini JRX2 is 50% off. 1/8 scale infraction 3S 4x4 is 39% off. 38% off for the Fire Team 6S. So $399 on that. Those are the highest. Ooh, you can save $400 on the DBXL 2.0 RTR. It goes from $1199 to $799. That's not bad. Dan keeps us up at well, that would make sense. Done. Thank you. President Squidbus. Were you guys, any of you guys who rode motorcycles back in the day, did you ever call like the people who would ride really in what would you call it? Irresponsibly. It's hard word. Irresponsibly. Anyway, we used to call them squids. So I was always thinking. SCX6 for $899. Yeah, the SCX6 Jeep is now on sale. So squids. Yep. Okay. That was not just a local or regional thing. Seems like that was squirrely kids. I've had half of a beer. I'm positive it's not that. Organ donors, yeah. Squids were yes. We had squids and curb monkeys. But those were like the two negative connotations that we would use most. Curb monkeys were like girls that were hanging around who just wanted to ride or were known around the group. Is the SCX6 worth it? I really enjoyed driving my SCX6. I did sell it recently because I wasn't driving it. I enjoyed it when I did, but I never grabbed it to take it anywhere just because it was such a pain in the ass. It was just so big and heavy that getting it to places was just like, lot lizards. Those are more tractor trailer related where I'm from. Yeah, those are tire fighters. You in the new house, Captain Calgary? Good to see you around. Yes, we are in the new house, as you can tell by the bare studio, but it will not be bare for much longer. And I'm super excited for the look that it will have. Soldier MJ43. Yes, I did sell that as well. So we called them hoppers. Ah, yep. I could see that. You can tell by the door. Let's Cooper. What is that word? Cooper Osiris. Do I have to Google it? Should I be in incognito mode? Oh. Oh, sorry. I have to switch tabs. Share this one. I have no idea what that is. I don't know that I want to look it up, but there's plenty of them, so it's very prehistoric. Also looks like an absolute pain to make. While you're at it, look up an Escalade. I know what an Escalade looks like. There was many Escalade monster trucks. Yeah, there was all kinds of these. I don't know which one had spinners, but I see dozens of Escalade monster truck or looks. Is it this one? That one? Oh, yep, that one had spinners. You can see them. Of course, it's interest. But yes, I do see now. It's got spinners. I cannot. I cannot. It was named an Escalade. That is terrible SEO. That would have never flown in the days of the internet. Oh god. The nice thing about Escalade monster trucks being cool back then is that we had RC bodies that were Escalades, so we could use. How much stuff is left in the old house? Not a ton. More than I would like, of course, but like most of the personal belongings, all that stuff's out. Garage stuff, there's a lot of garage stuff left in there, but getting closer on that. I was over there doing organizing and stuff last night, brought some stuff over. Just getting through things little by little. Did you hire movers or do it yourself? I told Nicole we would hire movers. And then we have done all of it ourselves so far. I'm just like, well, we'll move this stuff that I don't want them touching, this and I was like, well, and then let's just get the little things that we can get easily while we're at it. We'll just do that ourselves. Do that. And I was like, well, you and I can just go get a few of these like slightly larger things that, just that so we can have them so we can be over here. Look at that. And now there's like a small handful of items left that like movers could do, but I'm like, they're gonna come and be like, what? So I don't know. And now I've got her parents coming, and they're just gonna be like, let's just do this. Her and her dad and I will be like, we'll just go get this done ourselves. But the next time I'm for sure hiring movers. My pickup has floating caps, new age. One of the guys over at the stereo shop, he's got a new Navigator, and he's got like, I don't remember what rims they are. They're not like, it's like a Forgiato or something like that, but it's got the floating center cap. So, it's always upright. Fancy. It's very Rolls Royce. You almost couldn't tell. Is this a Rolls Royce? No, it's a Navigator. Oh my God. Yeah. SCX6, definitely not a carry-on. Next time I'll send on fire. Phoenix, I was saying that as well. Like, I'm like, next time I'm just selling it furnished. You can have everything. I'll just leave my stuff logged in. You can have a YouTube channel while you're at it. I do not want to move things again. Yeah. Forgiatos are way too spendy. 5K per wheel is a bit out of, for real. They're not Forgiatos. They're something big and blingy. Like I think they're 26s. But they're not Forgiatos. But they're like in that vein. They're very, very big, very flashy, as you would expect for a car of that caliber. You must have loved the boogie. The boogie van is a monster truck. There's not many monster trucks I loved. I'm not a big monster truck. I didn't follow monster trucks really. I just didn't like. is the DBX LE 2.0 V. Is it really a 2.0 V2? But why don't you just call it like a 2.1 or something like that? Like you already got a designation there. Like just update that rather than adding another one. Seems so silly. No, he likes the bougie man. Yeah. No, no boogeyman, bougie man. Absolutely. I saw a meme the other day that I ran across and I sent it over to Dr. President Legend Buck Dandy to since we always share bougie stories. Fourth wall break inside of fourth wall break. Like 16 walls. Great movie. Great movie. Great reference. Try to reduce your material possessions load. Now is the time. That is absolutely a thing. It is a strong suggestion, and it is something I'm 100% incapable of doing. I am the worst. I'm the worst at it. Now, I unloaded a large quantity of things at the swap meet, but while I was shooting, I had right before this stream, I do like a 30-minute members only stream. Bullshit a little bit beforehand. And I was talking about I was going to be, I shot a members video last night that it didn't end up being long enough, so I didn't end up posting it. But in there, I was like, when I was over at the other house cleaning up and getting things packed, I was like, God damn it. There was a big box of a bunch of stuff underneath of some Amazon boxes that I missed. Otherwise, that should have gone to the swap meet. Then when I went to the swap meet, I took probably 30 Lexan bodies with me, new in-bag Lexan bodies, maybe 20. Call it 10. I don't care. It was a lot because I had them all in the cupboard and then I had them on top, the ones that didn't fit. I thought until I opened up the next cupboard over and it too was full. So I was like, God, so I will, as I'm going through and putting away in the new garage and planning and packing, I will be creating swap meet specific boxes, piles, bins, whatever. So I'm ready for the swap meets. 100%. Hack Shack RC, thank you very much. Much appreciated. VRD kit with machine gears, 20% overdrive, sitting on H10s, underdrive rear axle, close to the total of a VRD carbon. Close. You'll be around 31% as opposed to 37%, but you'll be close. Yeah, you should feel very, very similar overall. And again, without running the exact numbers, I can't give you exactly, but I think you'd be pretty close to 31%, 30 to 31. Just paint them. Nope. I don't even know what bodies they are. I just opened the cupboard and went, God damn it. And then closed the door. Have you seen the Bamboo X1E? Is that officially? I think I've seen Bamboo X1E. Is it 2d6, 2d6, 2d6? No, I have not seen this. Speed printing. I have an active heated chamber. Oh, that's nice. Okay, heavy duty air filtration. That's nice. Features vibration and extrusion compensation. And printing. With included AMS. So is it included right away? I don't know the comparisons between this and the X1C yet, I guess, without looking closer, but I wish that it would have flipped whatever you call it. The thing is almost 3K. Yeah, it is $26.99. Yeah, it's expensive. It's got some nice features though. I would have to look into. I mean, that X1 Carbon has been fantastic, but I wouldn't be opposed to stepping up to that one. But I'll probably look into some comparisons between the two. Oh wait, let's see. Workhorse bundle, professional bundle, EDU bundle, the works. So EDU comes with it comes with the AMS, an extra build plate, an extra hot end, and 4 spools. Workhorse comes with a bunch of oh, this is from Matter Hackers. They're the one bundling a bunch of stuff. So okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Hey, Chris Kearns became a new member. Much appreciated. Thank you, sir. It seems like a more engineering printer. I love it. You just put that word in front of stuff. I'm like, it's for me. It must be for me. They're talking. It has Ethernet in it to attach directly. I don't care about that as much. I found an X1C local with AMS and 11 hours on it for $1,200. That's not a bad deal. That's not a fantastic deal, but it's not a bad deal. I'd offer him 1,000 or like 900. I'd probably offer him 900. Do it. So I'll give you $900. Maybe start at 800. Is it the exact same build volume? I think so. 256, 256, 256, right? The X1 Carbon I thought was the same, but I don't know. I'm not going to dive too much into that at the moment. So 750. I like where you're talking. Let's start there. Lowball them. It's 1150 on their page right now, on their website right now. Is that with AMS? If so, yeah, definitely offer them 750. Kurt Rossler, thank you very much. Sorry, I'm late. We can start now. So what Hammers talk have I missed? You talking about doing a Cheney Can-Am chassis build along? I mean, honestly, those Can-Ams, they've got a lot of swoopy line, but I don't know. I guess I'd have to look at Cheney's chassis. But I am going to do a U4 build. But I think that the Can-Ams always look a little taller. So if you did that on an RC, it would just feel like it would be a little bloaty looking. So we're going to go with a more full build chassis instead. But more than anything, you're just talking about it being exciting. So yeah, that's I'm so excited. I'm going to watch it in here mainly. 2 monitors. I'll have my laptop as well, so I can have. I did pay for the whatever they called it, the premium or members. It's a YouTube membership, right? It was $30, but no interruptions, no ads, multiple streams, so you can just put the other whatever live stream else you want up at whatever time, and that will be most of my morning tomorrow, which is good. Because when I was over working on the garage yesterday, somehow I woke up this morning and I was like, God damn it, I was limping around. I limp pretty regularly for people who have not met me at an event. I am not a nimble or yeah, it goes, my whole life has been that way. But whatever I did yesterday, I decided to really just make my hip feel it today. So I was like, you know what? That's going to be another day of rest is going to probably have to happen so that I'm not an absolute. What time does the race start? 8 a.m. flag drop tomorrow morning. So I'll have to. Why was Dave Cole mad at Brian Croft? You know what, John? I don't 100% know either. I just caught the clip on Johnny Roca's Instagram, and that was all I saw. I'm like, what was going on here too? Um, sounded like some comments or something about maybe about his kid like stopping for fuel or going offline and getting fuel and coming back. I don't know. I was trying to gather it. Dave Cole is, while he puts on one of my favorite events of all time, he's not like a super stable dude. I think he will admit that himself. That dude he's something. Let people be what they be. You handle your mental health however you want to. But I know Brian Crofts pretty well. We go way back in the RC world. Brian used to compete with us in RC crawling for years and years. So we all, when we were down at KOH, went down, hung out a little while as well with the Campbell family. So either way, Brian's pretty level-headed. So I'm not saying he can't. he can't stir some stuff. Uh-oh. Why did that crash? Did the stream crash? Can you still hear me? Let me know, because you get your packing done? I got some done, Frank, but probably not nearly enough. West Coast time? Yes, 8 a.m. West Coast time. I'll give you a shout. I'll give you a shout early. Stream's good. Okay, good. No, I don't trust you. No, you are gone. Who are you? Stream is still live, but YouTube is being stupid, crashing me twice. Okay, that makes more sense. Just because like that is what crashed, but the service that I actually export through is still doing fine. Are you doing the RC this weekend? I'm definitely not, Tyler. Like you had mentioned, it is absolutely going to be a packing, moving weekend when I have time. Blame the Sony camera. Always the Sony camera's fault, because Matt. Sorry, are you streaming yourself streaming KOH? No, I'm not streaming myself streaming KOH. I don't have any plans on that. You can still make it if you hurry. I could make it down, but watch, like, I've been there for the race and I've been at my house for the race, and I'll tell you which one I prefer. Watching from home, I think, is the best. Virtual watch party. I mean, it would be better. I was kind of, I did that a little bit with like the Tyson fight, but that was a goddamn disaster of a stream. So like, I got $20 to stream your streaming. That's like 3 beers. Okay, I'm in. Do it on Twitch while wearing bunny ears. She'll make it killing. Oh my gosh. Do I have to put my feet on the desk? I don't remember how that works. Yeah. Where is it? The best seat gauge is right where you're sitting. That's exactly it. Hey, David, what's going on? I couldn't agree more. Comfortable weather does not bother me at all. Then multiple screens. I have my tracker. Now I will say, Starlink has changed everything. So if I was down there with the Starlink and all that, I could maybe be a little bit more comfortable with it. Are you going to the Folsom We Rock? That's a great question. That is did you say 22nd? I feel like. If so, I feel like I would like to. I feel like that's a really good goal to like try and have this thing painted and finished. I think that's like, it gives me a deadline to shoot for, and then I'm like, okay, let's get it done. So yeah, that's 13.5 inch WRR. What is WRRC? We are, that's the minimum for 2.2, isn't it? Didn't they put a minimum on 2.2? I like it. I like that they put that on there. I like 13.5 isn't too long for me. I think that is a reasonable wheelbase for 2.2. It's both 1.9 and 2.2 as I read it. I don't believe so. No. 1.9 does not have a minimum wheelbase. I think that that is, because like this is 12.6, 12.5, something like that. New Starlink Mini. Ben, I feel like it's one of those things with all the events we do and the random places and things like that. I feel like it's something that I'll need. Being able to just turn it on and off when you need it as well. Like, I think that everything about that sounds about right. If you had to grab one Vanquish truck to comp with no upgrades, kit or RTR, what would you take? VRD Carbon. Hands down, not a question at all. VRD Carbon. The VRD Carbon is basically what I had built as a comp rig. And then that was what I was competing with for, the last 2 years. And we just turned it into a kit. But it was just, we took the truck that Brandon and I had built, tweaked and tweaked and tweaked until we were happy. And then that was it. So, yeah. I love my Starlink. I like this. Running the Starlink at my parents is fantastic. I've got one on top of the Gladiator. It works really well. Yeah. What mount did you get, Ben? I saw that you had a kind of a wild mount. I guess they updated it. Looks like you're correct. It did list it under both. So, Will, I think what they had previously, they had previously listed a wheelbase that had a maximum for 1.9 that was like 13.25, and then a minimum for 2.2 that was 13.25 and up. They're trying to make sure that people built buggies. They were trying to make people want to build buggies separately for both classes. The problem is that the wheelbase that they chose as a maximum technically made the Jimmy's buggy not eligible for 1.9. And I had a bit of a problem with that. So I contacted them. I said, hey, I have a objection. Here's my rationalization. And then they said, why didn't you read these rules while we had them posted as a, potential for the last 2 months? And I said, well, I didn't see it. And I was busy. And they said, you're a pain in the ass. And then they changed it. And they took out that maximum for 1.9. And then Nicole called me a douchebag. And what happened was, yeah. See, I'll put it on the roof of the Corvette for road trips. Live streaming. I said, hey. She was right, but it hurts to hear. Yeah, exactly. She says, why are you the way you are? Why do you do the things that you I said, I can't shorten the wheelbase of this. It was built this way. It was built for this and this, and these things were built a year before your rule set. And then they said, okay, well, can you do anything about it? I said, not really. It's pretty much the way that it is. And they said, I was like, listen, so many people have built these for your event, for your events in general. Just make them legal. Okay. They understood, and it was great. And now everybody's still happy. And I'm still, oh, nothing. I don't know anybody who like really embraces that word, you automatically have to not like. I do not embrace that word, but next time she calls you to say, hey, but you oh, she knows. She knows. Are you spamming the Milwaukee email to make 1/4-inch gyro drivers? I am not. I do not believe that I have enough pull at Team Red. Like, listen, I've bought like 10 of your tools. I think you should make very specific concessions for me now. You know I own a Corvette, right? That was the conversation. Yeah. Start and finish. Like I'm just if we all email them. I called people a douche canoe for a while. That's a good one. I always liked that one as well. But as a team, we can change the gyro driver world. So somebody sent me a link that they're like, hey, I bought some of these drivers off AliExpress, $90 shipped, and it's either legit or they look very legit. Being that they're discontinued is what it is. But I have not bought more yet, but I probably will just in case. I have 3 here, and I have like 4 or 5 at work. But I mean, I have 3 up here. I could probably use a few for the garage, just so that I. I need to make one that holds all 3 bits and can change on the fly, like my my screwdriver thing. It's got the Phillips. Changes all the bits. I don't know how many it holds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only holds 6. And it's quite large, but that's just lazy. If it held RC size tips, I would probably. We haven't had a good EDC chat in a while. Do I have anything good in my pockets? So I've got my Emerson that I'm still carrying, my Ridge wallet, my Corvette key, my Ridge key holder. I don't know what they call this thing. Key something. It's the titanium one, and a Cletus keychain. And my AirPods. That all? Well, my phone, of course, but that's not it. That's everything I have in my pocket. My latest tag for the win. I do love it. So yeah, that's my my current EDC. What do they call it? Carry out, something like that. Bro needs a fanny pack. Listen, Will, just because you still wear kid size pants, you could fit all this in, you know, if you had regular. Well, you know, life us in your yeah. I have the letter rip key tag. Yeah, I really like this the Freedom one. I think I got this one right when they dropped it. Listen, this is not a lot at all. Well, it's just like a regular set of keys, a knife, wallet. Now, the one thing is that I carry all of this in one pocket. This is front left pocket, and then this is right pocket. Everything goes front left, phone front right. What's wrong with a fanny pack? Now, I would wear a fanny pack if they were even a little bit more acceptable. Using a lanyard. That's not a lanyard. No flashlight. I currently use the flashlight on my phone. I do have the Olight that was given to me at the swap meet by Zach, I believe. That I do like quite a lot. This is the Perun, I believe that they call it. Serial number 9967. But yeah, I like that quite a bit. It stays up here now. Need an O-line. Don't give him cargo pants. Add 20 pounds. Hey, Chinko jeans are coming back. No wonder you walk with a limp. It's bulge. It all fits in there quite well. I'll have you know. PS5 Eric in the Jinko rear pocket. Bonus, it's an orange flashlight. I know. He had I was like, okay, well, that is the perfect one to fit. He also had a mini version of this same, and Nicole now carries that in her purse. So for all ages. Where do you carry yourself? Oh, that's right, California. Yeah. I have a M18, but Nicole always said you had hip problems. That explains a lot. That plate carrier. Yeah. Sometimes while I was moving, I was just looking at the shit. I'm like, what is wrong with me? I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like a crawler, Josh said, and weight down low. Yeah, it's harder for me to tip over then, you see? Yeah, George Costanza wallet. No, I have the Ridge wallet. It is carbon fiber. Carbon fiber. It's got a good number of cards. You know, but not ridiculous. Money clip on the back. Mr. Walkway, lead me to the building. You Mr. Walk Down, ma'am, a walkway. Lead me to the building. So what's happening tomorrow? Tomorrow is King of the Hammers, the race of kings. Yeah, and it's the big race, 4,400 race. So is that an Emerson CQC7? I do not remember the model number. CQC 7BW. 7BW. Tonto blade, serrated, drilled for left-hand carry. So I ordered it with the serration and drilled for left hand. So not my chair, not my problem. That's what I say. Exactly. uh, no, I know, but I have seen what I have seen. Power Hour is going. Wait, Power Hour is going to be awesome. Power Hour is over. Power Hour was 3 days ago. All the Gomez will take the checker, but none top three. Man, if I would take the over on that, Tyler. I bet at least one will be top three. Lead me to the building. You Captain Knots, Captain Dying Knots. Anytime Knots died, they go to him. Is your bet a grand sport or just it is a grand sport? That is correct. C7 grand sport. Fancy. Has the origin stress started to subside? Not really. We're just kind of like finalizing and going through the process of a lot of things. So there's little things like just for our own, created a physical checklist that goes with each car. It's got the person's order number on it, their name, all of their selections, a double check that all those selections match their original order, weight checks. It's got a number of checks for some processes that have to happen during the process. And then 2 people have to do a final check of the car when it's getting final packaged to make sure that everything is correct. And then at that time, while that final check is happening, I have a camera set up so that we're videoing the final check so that there's a record that every single part was there, every part is the right color, that everything goes in the box and gets final sealed in front so that there is no guessing. It's very much documented and covered for our own reasons. Like every order at work is on video, but these will be very specific. It'll just be one clip for one car, like each one. So it's a good peace of mind for me and for everybody, I think. But it's just like a little bit extra. I set it up separate. It's not like where everything else gets packed. So it's just very, there's no worries. Can a person buy more than one of the Ancient Origin? Yeah, people. There's more than one person who's bought more than one, and like individuals, and then there's stores who have bought several. Because they have a group of customers or things like that. So yeah, Josh, CMT comment. What's that? Oh, understood. I'll go put a lock on that right now. And thank you very much. And good to know. There we go. Thank you very much. Oh, they have to text me about it to make sure that it is me that is locking it. It's a good thing because I don't use that thing anyway. Bro, I was joking. You didn't have to do. Yeah. And what? Okay, done. fun. People suck. I shouldn't. I thought I held them. Thought I was paying attention to that. And sometimes I obviously don't. Thanks, Josh. I just bought an Origin. I know that that's not true because you can't right now. There we go. What are all these charges already? I think they're just Nicole. No. You know. Why did they not make that different? It's like, no, I don't want to just. Like, are you sure? Are you sure? Like, yes. I just want to just do it. There you go. Thank you. I want to put the Megalon nose in my 2.2 Pro for funsies. You see, that is exactly kind of what I was just like, but I can't tell how it might be so small, but it could fit pretty well on a like a Pro, just because they are so small. That it's like, I'm kind of into that. So I would have no. I mean, that's why I said it. Like, I was thinking buggy, but at the same time, like, buggies are just, they are pretty small. Things fit everywhere. The LMT is very small. I agree. Yeah. See, and that's the thing. Like, that little one is just so small that it's just like, ugh. I just don't know if that's a good one. So I kind of thought maybe not. But otherwise, I was going to order one just to like have and try. But Nicole, I swear I didn't buy the shark. Someone stole my card. You said it was a good scale. Building a hard park buggy. So if you guys didn't see, Hard Park is doing MOA 24 scale axles. I was like, ooh, I'm going to need to do that because that looks fun. I think that will be a good time. New build off chassis just to fit the shark nose. I feel like I could just like, there's probably a 3D CAD model for it already that I could just like buy or download and then scan or scale up to fit on the buggy. Like, I mean, the front of the rockability could probably facilitate it pretty closely. It's actually what made me think of it initially is the fact that the original rockabilly is a pointed nose. Like the very first prototype hood that I did before I went with the C7 hood was pointy like that. But yeah, you know, I love my Dementor SS. Is that the one that I reviewed? I can't remember. He did like an RTR package. It's like $800 or something like that. And I reviewed it at some point and drove it a little bit, but not for too long because it was a raffle. Not mine, but a local guy bought it and was raffling it. I just borrowed it, did some coverage on it, and we drove it. Hard Park is doing a pre-order on RTR tomorrow morning. I bet that'll sell quickly. So how are the Hard Park MOA looking? I mean, honestly, it looks like a scaled down Berg or something along those lines, right? So I'm up for it. Would Vanquish ever consider doing a 124 scale truck? It's a weird market. 124 scale is a kind of a world of its own. So I don't know. I don't know that I would count on that ever really being much of a possibility. They look great. I'm tempted. Yeah. They just to be fun. Even if they don't fit in normal classes, like it sure looks fun. The just finished an Athos XL build from Enlightened RC's event tomorrow. I think that's local, isn't it? Enlightened is local. You must be local. I would not be available. BS 424. It doesn't have a great name to it or ring to it. So you're saying there's a chance. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Vanquish F1024 would be great. I mean, there is lots of things that I would like to see in a 124 scale axle that I would, compared to like what I have used and things like that, where I see those, but in reality, probably not something that you'll see anytime soon. Language in the leaf spring kit. Language in the leaf spring kit. Mark, what are you talking about? What in the world? Someone sent me a screenshot from, I think it was who's the big leaf spring guy now? It's not RC Fab Works. It's or is it? What is why am I just drawing such a huge blank on it right now? Twisted Fabco. Thank you. Turbocharged. Yeah, Twisted Fab. Someone sent me a screenshot. Says, hey, is that your name on a post-it note sitting up there on his desk to ship out? I was like, I did talk to him about it a while ago. So maybe it's still a thing. So I said, yeah, I'll buy a full kit. I'll buy a full thing. You just let me know when it's ready or whatever, and I'll that was before I decided to buy a house, but I mean, I'll still buy it. I'm just saying. It's when I had a bunch of like free time. I was like, what else am I going to do? Merchant. Yeah, Leaf Merchant. That's the guy who Matt got the SCX3 kit from. The dude with the coolest name ever to sell leaf springs. They're on his social media. I'm not sure if they're on his website or not. Your name was on that. My name. Oh, both of our names are on there, huh? Let's go. No, I said that I would build one, not that I would be trying to make one. If you do leaf string, let's do a robot. That would be worth it. That would be worth it. 70 Lark. You have a Skylark? Do I have a Skylark over there? Please don't do Twisted Pamco. Yeah, it takes long enough to get this stuff as it is. Hey, like I said, I think I sent him a message in October last year. So, well, I did. I sent him a message on Instagram in like October. Yes, you do have a Skylark. Ah, look at that. I get it. 70. Is that what year my in-laws is? Theirs might be at 72. No, is theirs a Skylark? There's a convertible. Yeah. I think that theirs is a later year, though. I guess I can ask them very shortly when they're here. But that looks correct. Funny because I made an order against already. So that could be a thing. Like I said, like I sent a message being like, hey, let me know what it takes to do a full kit. I'll buy it, whatever. But it wasn't through like his normal order process. So I was just like, whatever it is, I was just like, let me pay for it just because I don't know when I'll get to it, and I feel bad if I just sit on it for too long. So let me know whenever and shoot me a invoice and I'll get it paid for. But then I just haven't heard much. So, but like I said, it wasn't like through his normal process or things like that. I would much rather my order get pushed back than regular customers. by all means. And as a business, I think that on his end, that's probably the best route as well. If he's being overwhelmed, he should go with the guys that are like good for him for doing it that way. With how much praise you get, leaves, I'm sure he's rushing here. See, that's probably the real thing. He's probably just like, this is a waste of my goddamn time anyway. I'm just not. What are your thoughts on cantilever suspension? Cantilever suspension is super interesting. There is a lot of problems with cantilever suspension. It takes, like, you can take just a cantilever mount and put it on the side of a chassis and bolt some shocks to it and it will function. But to get it to function properly, like to not have weird falling rates, where meaning that the leverage that the cantilever has on either the shock or the linkage that goes from the axle to the cantilever itself, to make sure that it tries to be consistent through the entire stroke of the suspension, takes real work. That is not just I bolted some cantilevers to the side of a SCX10 frame rail and now I have fancy suspension. So there was a couple of times. There's actually I wonder if it's still on there. Let's go ahead and not share the tab with my online banking stuff open as well while I'm at it. So that is, what did we just say? What was I looking at? Oh, my own website. So I think I have free chassis templates on here, right? Yes. Chassis templates. On here, I have one for this F1 chassis concept thing. Now, this isn't that's not an F1 car. It was just like what I was referring the chassis as back in the day. But this has one of those like in-depth 3 shock setups where it's got and I didn't want to do that. I was thinking, it's like, I want to build this with a solid axle, but with inboard cantilever suspension and try and make it work properly, try and make it as consistent, which isn't easy with a 4-link suspension and the whole thing. So I don't know. I think that it could be fun, but it takes a lot of work. So looks like a Sierra cross car. I built one of those. The .com/my videos. That's fine. If we go to Christmas special, in this video, Jesus, share. Oh, I want to share a different screen. I want to share that one. So in this one, we took a drag slash and I built a Sierra cross cart inspired sled. So, I didn't even remember this whole thing, but it was based right off of a Sierra cross cart. Granted, it was a thing that we had to build in like a weekend or 2 week or a week or something like that. I don't really remember. Of course, it had skis and a bunch of silly, stupid stuff on it. Q series lights. Wow, I didn't remember I did that. Look at that fancy tail light that I built with some Cobb LEDs. So, but yeah, this thing was just scaled right off of a cross cart. This was the first time that I did some of the tube templates and 3D printed mounts for all that stuff and whatnot. But this is where Matt and I both took drag slashes, and then we did. Oh, there was the Scale Metal Supply Sandrail kit. That's what we used to convert everything. But then Nicole and I went up to the snow and had a grand old time. I sold this one to George, who's on the streams quite a bit. I think this was like the first car he bought from me. And then since then, he's been in the build-alongs. He's done Tigwell. He could, build all this stuff himself now quite easily, I'm sure. So, but yeah, that was someone probably bought that at swap meet before. I do sell stuff at swap meets pretty cheap, but this one I think I sold for like $300. Granted, it had Q series and Pro Line Power Stroke shocks and a custom cage and whatnot, but custom skis that I built. It's a Sierra. Well, to make a Sierra cross cart fit onto like that wheelbase, like it does have to be pretty big. Hey, there's GC Coupe now, George. I still have it. Still waiting on snow to run it. Don't you live in Texas? I was pretty proud of that name, Santa's sleigh. And I did the Santas with gold foil vinyl. It was like it was gold foil vinyl, black vinyl, and white vinyl. It was multi layers. It was, yeah, sure does live in Texas. What was Matt's theme again? He did he just built a rail, kind of a traditional sandrail look. But yeah, this one was pretty fun. Do I have any actual things showing? Oh yeah. This was the inspiration from it, because someone took a cross cart and actually had skis. Chili Willy. That's right. That's what Matt said. Does your new place have a test your stuff? That's my number 2 on my. No, it does not. There's no testing area here. It is in town, and therefore no backyard really. Yeah. But yes, this was the inspiration. Sierra cart that they had just setting on some skis, and this was the first time coming up with the idea of some of the templates and holding of parts. And then I 3D scanned the chassis. The battery I had the battery sat in there. And then the seat that I designed that scaled up and mounted, it was just held on with the Velcro straps that the battery was held down with. So it was just like a super easy double purchase. I was really happy with just like making that simple and working well. And it all came out. I was super pumped. That was kind of my design-ish. Part of the reason why I really do like 3D scanning for things is because it's just good reference. So you can scale things. It worked really well. And what is that? Oh, what is Dan texting me? Oh, Dan Wilson's texting me photos from down there. But yeah, this whole thing was, you can go watch the whole video if you want, but it was fun to take well up. I used a bunch of just Scale Metal Supplies, tabs, and random stuff to make it work, and cut myself some body panels and safety wired them on there. Who's a cross cart? I'm sure it has been done. Oh, there was Sierra carts for sale here recently, and I was just like, ooh. It was an E Sierra cart. That's what it was. Oh yeah, painted the chassis gold. Body panels are red. The LEDs, the rear LEDs on this thing were actually kind of a fun little thing. Who's that? Do I hear STL Sunday before the Super Bowl? Gotta move. So, yeah. I really liked that tail sick mullet. My hair definitely goes in waves of lengths. Oh yeah, Rudolph Racing or something. Yeah, this is when I was trying to make all these decals, and it was a billion layers. What a pain. Swear. Yeah, these decals were much more involved than I wish I would have just had them printed for me, but I just didn't have time. That was the worst part of it, having to try and do this all in however many days. Oh yeah, then I came up with my design for the skis. There's the old Gladiator. I miss it. Not that much, but a little bit. Making up skis was fun. We got it done. Well, you know, memories. What do you use to make decals? I have a Cameo Silhouette 4. Rude. Very rude. I don't think I have less. I think it's just, well, I probably did have less. I mean, building and welding is just more fun than anything else. But hello, Richard. We were talking about you earlier. Be afraid. It's just turned to it's one of the reasons why I'm like, I need to trim, I need to get shaved, because when it gets long, you really start to see the gray in this. I keep telling Nicole it's just blonde. I just haven't matured yet. As I mature, it'll fill in, get black. Rich, did you design that new body? We need to convince Matt to assemble his Rockabilly. I want to see that chassis built. Yeah, I think that when we do, I'm going to try and do the launch of the chassis in like the next week. So I think that'll be a good thing for him. Good reason for him to get that done. We call our creators chrome hairs. Makes me feel cooler. Suggestions for scale hardware to go with dark earth machetes. Ooh, we did dark earth machetes? I did not remember that. I don't think I have any machetes in dark earth. God, I feel like black. I feel like black scale hardware is the way to go. Yeah. Gold? I mean, maybe gold. So, like, these are dark earth riots. They're almost like the color of my wall. Gold would look, I think gold would look all right too. Depends on what color ring that you go with. Oh, like Art said, yeah, depends on the ring color. If you go with a black ring, I feel like black hardware. If you go with a clear ring, then gold hardware. Yeah. Another snowy weekend here. How's the weekend? So we've been having just rain and more rain, and it's been a pain in the ass. But I think that this weekend is actually going to be pretty decent. So I feel like it will finally be a good one. Last weekend was when I got back from KOH. I got back on Saturday morning super early. Super early. It was 9 a.m. And we got a bunch of moving done that day, but it was raining just off and on the whole time. So it was just like shoes are wet, nasty, just like such a pain in the ass. But you know, we got through it. I just hope that this weekend is, well, of course tomorrow I'm gonna waste a good portion of tomorrow watching the race inside and not getting anything else done. So unfortunately, even if it is nice, I will have wasted it on that side. Sunday comp, BYB comp at 5%. Yeah, Tyler was telling me about that, and I'm not gonna. Is the new crib in an HOA? Yup. So was my old one though. So, and I'm very good at reading rules and bylaws, and it is a very reasonable rule set. Nothing that bothers me. It's like you don't have to park in the garage. You can park in the driveway. You can park on the street still. I'm pretty used to that type of stuff, in all honesty. So I don't. It's not something that actually affects me. I say that now, but at this point, it hasn't affected me. I don't have a problem with it. Watching and streaming, we'll see. I feel like an 8 a.m. stream from me would be a. I'm sure there's some of you who have seen the STL Sundays, where like morning streams, even 10 a.m. I'm not the same person. It's like, well, throw that away. I've got, you know what? I don't even know if I'm the loudest car on my block. On my block now, there is like within 4 or 5 houses, there is a few nice newer performance cars and like 3 or 4 FRS 86 BRZ, whatever they are. I'm not lumping those into the performance car side of things. Sorry, Captain Peen. But no, but just, car people. There's quite a few car people on my block, it appears. So yeah. Fight me. What did you think of the anodized TI locks on the Rockabilly? It looked good. Fine. I wondered what you did for the fine lettering on all the other panels you did on yours. It looked really good. But yeah. Hello, way better you, Australia. I don't know what username means, but I like it. We've got a high school kid with an early 90s Grand Prix without mufflers, who also has a 5-cylinder Colorado without mufflers. Now, is the Grand Prix supercharged? Or wait, did the supercharged ones not come out until later? I don't remember. They welcome you with baked goods and flowers. No, they did not. Hey Josh, do you have a quick jack where you can get into your neighborly exhaust battle? Quick jack? What is a quick jack? I don't know what that is. Buicks had the superchargers? No, it's not. Oh, what were the supercharged Buicks? Like did they have I think that was later too, because wasn't it all the 3800? The 3800 superchargers, 3800 V6 with a supercharger was the one, right? It's a portable lift. I do not have one of those. But I would 3800. Yep. I would like to do exhaust. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a little while now with the new house and the new expenses that come along with it. Grand Prix GTB. I thought it was GTP. Wasn't it GTP? GTP. Yes. I had a friend who had the Grand Prix GTP. Good time. He got arrested while going to meet a girl. I remember that. In where was he going to? Peculiar, Missouri. He was on his way to Peculiar, or he was going through Peculiar on his way somewhere else, and he called because he got arrested. I always just remember. Yeah, he got arrested in Peculiar. He was headed to some other BFE town in Missouri. If and when you're ready, you can borrow mine. Game. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I'm in. I like the sound of that. The Grand Prix with superchargers were the last two body styles of the Grand Prix ever made. Yep. Did the Grand Am, you could never get that in a supercharged, right? Was Chris Hansen there? He wasn't near the girl he was going to meet when he got arrested. And he got arrested from like a outstanding traffic ticket or something like that. Either way, it was funny. It better be a hell of a piece of thing. You know what? I don't think it was. The Grand Prix 3.8 with the turbo. You couldn't get one. He must have put a turbo on it. You couldn't get one with a turbo, right? No super anything on an AM. You know what? I always thought, like, in those years, in that time frame, the Grand Ams and the Grand Prix, I was like, those look pretty decent. I always kind of liked them. Driving a GTP, no way it was quality. Hanson, like doo-wop. I don't want Hanson. I think that was Hanson with an EN. Bonneville. Oh, that's right. The big body Bonneville. I forgot all about the Bonnevilles. Those were big cars. Pillow, big old soft seats. Yeah, I think these were all Midwest cars, Rich. I don't think these cars probably caught on as much on the West Coast. Bop, bop, yeah. The Grand National came with turbo. Yes, Grand National and the T-Type were turbos, but those were early cars. And then they re-released those later here, right? Like in the last 10 years or so. Does Buick still exist? Do they still make the Rendezvous? But yeah, they re-released the Grand National, right? It was like a terrible version of it. We spent $5 in the whatever, like the touch tunes thing was, and just put all Hanson and just sit at the bar and just laugh as everybody hated everything about it. Don't forget the Z24 pieces. Oh, the Beretta, the Cavalier and Beretta Z24s. Those things were hot. Get them in teal. Ooh. Or the Beretta. There was a kid in my hometown, Ben Baker. He had a white Chevy Beretta Z24 with the teal graphics on the lower side, had blackouts on the headlights and taillights, drive around with his parking lights on. It's pretty cool. The Luminas. One of my best friends in high school, Kyle Ford. He drove a non Z34 Chevy Lumina, the Silver Bullet. I remember looking at a motion car driver wondering, who buys these? Midwest people. What a flex. It's like a straight stud. Have a good one, Rich. I remote touch tunes into local bars. I make the oh, I love touch tunes and just pushing out the worst geo trackers. I think the best geo was the Geo Storm hatchback. Who was God? What was that kid's name in my hometown? I cannot remember. He was friends with one of the, can't remember now. Anyway, he had the Geostorm, dark blue Geostorm hatchback with 115 in the back. And it was so loud, but it was also partially just because of how loud everything on the car was rattling and slamming back together. You could hear this thing coming from the other side of town, which admittedly is a very short distance. But I'm just saying. My wife has a geo tracker. No, it was the Geostorm convertible. Literally same story. What Geostorm? That little 3-cylinder in those things, you get like 55 miles to the gallon. I mean, how can you argue with that? How can you argue at all? Let's see. The let's show you. This is my little hometown. This is the whole thing. These streets, that's it. I used to spend most of my time back in the day at this building right here. This was our car wash. We had a car wash growing up that my parents owned and that I took care of, which is now not a car wash, but pretty much looks, Simon Suds. We did not have a name. It was just car wash. But yeah, that was where I spent a lot of my time. And an outdoor bay as well, so that people could wash their, tractors and stuff that were too big to fit inside of a normal car wash. But hang out here, the car wash, wash your car, whatever. It was right across from the high school, which is right over there. And that, so that everyone was there. Where the hell is the traffic circle? My town does not have a traffic circle. It has one stoplight, and it is all the way at the. I have to go. That was the car wash is all the way at one side of town. We have to go to the other side of town almost completely to see the stoplight. And I shouldn't be calling it a stoplight. You should never call them a stoplight. They're a traffic signal. Oh, you see it up there? See it? We're getting up. Now, you may think it's lucky to see that it's green here, except it's not a traffic signal at an intersection. It's one for a pedestrian crossing, which, for one, we live in the Midwest, so people don't walk. So it was just always green. If you actually hit that and tried to cross, like you had a better chance of getting hit thinking you were safe because people don't stop. That's why. But yeah, so this is our hometown. This stretch of buildings here was a stretch of buildings that we had bought and remodeled when I was just out of high school, and then had sold off over the years. This was called the Dairy Delight, and that was the ice cream shop in our hometown. I think we ran it for a summer. It was not good, not fun, I should say. It was fine. This was a hair salon for a little while, and then this was the dance studio. Still is the dance studio, and then this is where we had a motorcycle shop in the bottom where we sold motorcycles, obviously Harleys, and then we converted the upstairs to a loft apartment, and then we sold it to whoever owned that loft. But yeah, that's the rest of the town. Then you leave, and then you're out of town. That's the entire time. Dan, why'd you move? You guys are like the duns of that place, right? All right. I mean, I lived there a long time. Those stories span a lot of years, but that's the whole town. You can see all of it right there. Where's the jail? There is no jail. The only police we had were county, so sheriffs. We did not have any local police officers. It's very small. That makes my town look big. Seems like not the best place for I mean, it's there is a see, Omaha is down here. The big city, right down there. Our little hometown, not that far away. A good 25 minutes, 25. It's so flat. Well, there's a hill on this side of town that goes down, and then the river is over here. So you go down the hill into what we called the bottoms. So you want to go down, we go race in the bottoms. So you'd leave town to go race. You'd come right this turn, and then from right there it went downhill sharply. Show you. Oh, see right there. You can see it. Come up to the crest of the hill. See how steep that is down? we had that hill, and then this road was just straight and super flat because it was a river bottom. So it was all just farmland all around it. But just so you come down here, do your racing, turn around, see the hill up there. How you know? How you know you're in Nebraska? Anyone living in a van down by the river? Oh yes. Yeah, that's I mean there's a trailer. Oh, see over here. Scenic View Lane, Leisure Lane, Lemley Lane. Hey, isn't that Tyler? Isn't that your last name? Are you from my hometown? Well, you're Lemke, I think. Sad there's not a burnout to be seen. But yeah, these places would flood all the time. Looks more like a speed bump than a hill. Yeah, that's pretty much. We didn't have a lot of hills. You know, like out here, there's some hills. They're little hills, though. See, Jill makes me dizzy. You know, yeah, Nebraska. It's Nebraska. On the other side of the river, there's a bluff, which is like a big hill. We even named them. Like, that's a bluff. That's such a big hill. It's a bluff. That's what the interstate runs in the river bottom. You can basically parallel the bluff. See it over there? See that big old hill over there? Yep. There you go. That is the entirety where I spent most of my childhood right there. We had a quarry. You want to go down to the quarry and throw rocks in? Did you need oxygen on top of that mountain? It's a bluff because they're lying about it being a hill. Yeah, yeah. They'd be like, "Who?" Yeah, they'd know our last name. I can't say I grew up in very nice town. Damn, if we didn't have mountains, I wouldn't know what way was west. I think that's why I have such a good sense of direction. Because growing up, you don't have a lot of like landmarks on the horizons. So you just have to be like, yeah, it's that way's north. Okay, so that way, there we go. We should 3D print the statue. So college was a culture shock for you. Well, we used to spend a lot of time in town, you know. We used to go cruise in Omaha. Like you didn't really cruise in Fort Calhoun. We'd go into the city. You'd go out to the Oakview Mall area, which was out where is it? 144th and Center. So where's that? That's there's Center. What is that? 180th. I'm way too far. Is the mall still there? I don't remember where anything is. Oh yeah, there's the mall. So you go cruise the mall. You go cruise through Albertsons over here. That was the grocery store. Cruise through there. Stop in at Taco Bell. Oh, Taco Bell's still there. That's good. Cruise down. Go around the mall. You go to the movie theater. Cruise through the parking lot there. Fun thing there is you drive in front down the very front aisle, and you'd wait as people were leaving the theater, and as they would like time your car going by, and they'd like want to step right behind it, you'd step on the brakes real quick, and then they just into the side of your car. That's how we would spend our Friday and Saturday nights. Then you'd find somebody who was into street racing, and you'd go over this way, and you'd street race over here. This was like 1320 Video. They're based out of Omaha. We were friends with that group of people, and we've spent a lot of time racing back in these industrial areas. That was when 1320 was just kind of starting. Yeah. That's where you were when the Fast and Furious came out. Yep. That was the theater that I watched Fast and the Furious in. This one right here. I remember it well. I drove my Corvette to go watch Fast and the Furious because I had a C4 Corvette at the time. Good times. Good times. Typical small towns, 6 bars and 3 churches. That's about right. We had 3 churches, and we had 1, 2, 3, 4 bars. In your jorts, honestly, you're probably right, because back then jean shorts were a style in style. Tommy Hilfiger jean shorts with the loop. Ratios off. Yep. Got married and moved to Boys Town area from Portland area. Big mistake. And that was just the weather. I do remember the Boys Town areas, 120th and Dodge. Chain wallet. That was not me. That was my brother. My brother was the chain wallet type. No, they weren't. He's lying. They were in the Midwest. Rocking the fresh New Balance. Never wore New Balance. It was never a thing. Tommy Hill. Those were fancy. Those were fancy. That was special. It was special clothes. I still have a wallet chain. What's slowing down that Subaru that you got there? With this story time and good things statute of limitation. Yeah, right. Nebraska is talking about things being in style. Yeah, that's what you have to give it like there's like a 10-year grace period as things were in style and they like slowly come across to the Midwest. Same thing from the East Coast, they slowly come across. Midwest was always several years behind. I swear. Well, this has been a ridiculous randomness stream. So I've got nothing else for you. I figured that I should do some work and whatnot on unpacking and organizing. Probably the way to go. I'm wearing shorts and a puka shell necklace right now. You know what? I can't tell if you're joking. Tequila shot time. No, thank you. Wait, you don't like RC cars? It's 19 days until F110. I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. My hometown didn't have a bar. We had a bootlegger. What is a bootlegger? I don't even know what that means. Yeah, we had let's see. We had the Hardware Cafe, the old hardware store that they turned into a bar / pizza place. We had the Longhorn, the Rustic Inn, and the Fort Bar. It was the VFW Fort Bar. 4 bars. I don't think we ever had more than that. The Hardware Cafe went out of business. So then we just had the Rustic, the Longhorn, and the Fort. I'm wearing black right now. Dry country? Oh, okay. Yeah. Can you name the churches, though? There was the brick one, the Catholic one, and the white one. I don't really know anything else. Yeah. Rustic and the Fort are still, and Longhorn's still there too. Very descriptive. Probably tells you a lot about me. Close enough. The brick one was by the high school. The Catholic and the white one were right next to each other. And the Catholic one had the big hall behind it where everybody got married, or everyone had their receptions. That was where you had wedding receptions in town. Everybody had them in the same place. And the one on the hill. Pina colada baptizing something or another. Yeah, sounds about right. They probably had a feud. Do churches? White. The building was physically white, is what I'm referring to. Because trust me, all of the churches in town were the white churches. Like, I lived in Nebraska. We did not have any diversity. Like, we just did it. Churches of the Corn, also very true. Like, right. Yeah. we didn't have there's nothing else in our town. A couple of ball diamonds. And we had a mortuary. Seaver Sprick Mortuary. Still there. The cemetery. We lived next to the cemetery for a while. Quiet neighbors. Uh-huh. And let's see. Yeah, got nothing. This show is ridiculous. I bet there was a Freemason lodge there. Nope, that you had to go into the city for that type of specialty service. Ball time. I was in Nebraska for a month as a child down the road from Newcastle. Man, I got excited to go to Walmart. Jeremiah, good to see you. I drove in a small town with 2 bars, 5 churches, and all I do when I was a kid playing in the woods and build fort. Yeah, there was a lot of that. Forts in the woods, big deal. Yeah, you had to find stuff. You couldn't get in trouble because everybody knew who you were. Everybody knew who everybody was. Like you go to the gas station in town. I'd go down there at 14 and be like, "Can I get whatever cigarettes my dad buys?" He sent me down here. Make sure here. Trickle up in the barn. No, sir. Not in this town. I've been through Fort Calhoun many times. Running. Yep. Highway 75. You gotta be careful through there. Look up Liberty, Kentucky on Google Maps. Liberty, Kentucky. Let's see. That is quite small. Oh, population is double Fort Calhoun, though. You got over 2,000. What is Fort Calhoun's current pop? When I was growing up, it was 830 something. Now, census shows 1,100. Liberty, Kentucky shows 2,100 people. This is big city stuff over here. Yeah. Where Brown State's made. That's what Nicole always jokes about. my graduating class was 39. We had 39 kids in my high school graduating class. I think we technically had 41 people, but only 39 graduated. Homebeck, Louisiana. Hornbeck. Oh, that's not right. Are you making up names? This doesn't sound right. Hornbeck. Population 435. Yeah, that's barely a town. Got a school though. Train tracks run through it. That's how you know it's important. That's just an old train stop that some people didn't leave. and you're decent ways away from a good sized city. That makes grocery shopping difficult. You got to go all the way to what is this? Alexandria? You don't want to get ran out of ticket money. Oh, sorry. There is oh no, that's not one. Where'd it go? Shoot, I zoomed out and now I can't find it. It's tough to find this one on there. There it is. See, they even just like got a square of land. They're like, yeah, we don't have to worry about where everybody is. Just get a square. That'll do it. There's some extra. We'll grow into these city limits. Wetmore, Kansas. Let's see where this one. Oh no, yeah. So I have family up by Seneca, maybe up in this area. So same type of just little. Let's see, Main Street guy. I think. Oh, good looking Quonset there. Oh, the city pool. Does it have any reviews? 4.5 stars. 11 reviews. I mean, that's a pool. Look, it's got water and everything. That's gravel parking lot, though. That's how you know. So you got to do that slow walk from your car. Ow, 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 ow. You don't want to. I lived in Carr. It has a post office. Wait, you're trying to class it up? You're saying you lived in your car? No. Carr was named after me. That's water. Would recommend. Would. Yeah, um, back to these the reviews here. Look at that. Oh, it's got one 1-star review. Let's sort lowest rating. 7 years ago, 3 stars, no explanation. Wetmore Park kids love it. It won't even show you the low ones. It was awesome. Love it. Danny Bottom, just 5 stars, no explanation. Grew up in Paulina, Oregon. Oh, what in the world? Is that your guys' track? It ain't even a circle or an oval. You know what that is? That is just something that's like, hey, go run. Stop being loud and go run. They didn't mark it out or anything. They're just like, I don't know. You just go. I've seen cow pastures with more uniform tracks in it. That's just this dude's trailer turnaround. Yeah. Oh, center pivot irrigation though. Look at that. That's real nice. What are they growing here? Not much. Weeds mostly, it looks like. Gotta love a good center pivot though, especially semicircles. You don't see that very often. Liberty has 2 stoplights though. That's because it's got over 2,000 people. That's big city stuff. Not known for making good circles. Now, these are a city limit I can get behind. Look at those. Look at that. They got real accurate with their like, hey, include my field, and this little bump down here. Like, don't short me on the bump. Don't get all the field. Like this center pit, there's like, nah, just cut it off at the road. I'm just saying. Is there a gas station even? Is this paved? There's the post office. Kurt's Country Store and Tavern. It's all in one. 41 reviews. They must have a sign up that says, please review us. Because that's pretty high. We need to play Geoguessr. I love Geoguessr. What we play? I mean, I do love Geoguessr. That is not much of a. I mean, I'll pull up Geoguessr. I'll sign back up for Geoguessr even. That does not seem like something that's probably great for. Why not? Who cares? Who cares, right? Let me log in. I'm going to sign back. I used to have a pro membership. I'm just going to, if you guys don't know, this is picture take. Hey, that's my effort. All right, I'm signing up. Hold on real quick. This is $2.99 that I'm willing to just go ahead and throw down for you guys for this stream. Let's see. Okay. Let's go to I want to where are we going here? This is so much different than the last time I was here. Single player classic maps. We're doing north. Okay, I'm gonna switch so if you've never seen Geoguessr, which evidently we're just going to go ahead and play on a live stream now because why not? Put it on my PayPal. So if you never played Geoguessr, you decide where you want to go. We're going to play the United States because we're not very cultured. We'll allow the move. Do I? We're just going to go. We're going to play it anywhere. I'm not going to. Oh, there's music. Turn that off. Options, music, off. There you go. Okay. Oh, your internet can handle that. So if you have never seen Geoguessr, it drops you in a place and you don't know where it's at. And then you have to take a guess and drop it on the map. And then it gives you a score based on how close or how far away that it is from something. So the one thing is, since it's Google based, it will block out license plates, so you can't tell what they are. But as you can tell here, we've got a Chevy Lumina and a Mercury. What was a Mountaineer? Mercury Mountaineer with a mismatched. So just based on the cars that we're seeing, I'm gonna say this is the fact that this dude's just parked in his yard. Like, you got a whole driveway, but the yard, it's a nice enough car. This definitely looks southeast to me, just because like a weeping willow tree seems more southeast. I mean, you got some. I mean, with how those homes are built, that looks government built. Speed bump ahead. This feels southeast to me. Speed bump ahead. There's the speed bumps. That's like Ohio. It feels further south than Ohio to me. I'm saying like this doesn't look very hilly. I mean, we can move around. God. Ooh. Oh, what do we got there? 901 area code. 901. Someone's gonna know that. Yeah, that feels Georgia, right? Kentucky, Virginia, Georgia. Someone's gonna know. Don't Google the area codes, things like that. But I mean, you can. Buick. Ooh, look at that. 2 flat tires on the Caddy. Um, let's say let's go up in the Greenville area. Go Travelers Rest. Guess it. That's not great. That's not bad. It is Tennessee, northeast of Memphis, but we were in the general vicinity. I said Tennessee. So, not a great score, but not the worst for not being wildly serious. Okay, this looks West Coast to me. Oh, Southwest architecture style. This looks Arizona. Too many trees for Arizona. The compadres. Okay, this feels Southwest, right? Not too far though. There's just too many trees, too much green. So that actually doesn't. Midland. Where's Midland? Not enough cactus. Yeah, but that architecture is feels pretty west. What's wrong? What's wrong with Ohio? My name's Hermit for a reason. Texas? That feels. Yeah, Texas feels. Oh, if it's Texas, that looks like a Texas flag, right? And there is an ungodly amount of space. This dude's bumper, like that feels pretty Texas. I mean, Midland, Texas is a well-known area. Um, Texas does do their traffic signals horizontal, I believe. I believe that all their signals use horizontal, if I can remember. All hat, no cattle. I mean, it's all SUVs, massive streets, feels southern. Yeah, we're going to go Texas. Where is Midland? There's Midland. Boom. Nailed it. We could have zoomed in and found the college. Yeah, that's nailed it. 323. No area code even. Just straight to like where you're at. You ain't gotta get, or they haven't. Vote for Teddy. Man, this place is good and abandoned. So this feels our prices on tires are so low. We're not going to spend any of that budget on a sign. We are going to use mailbox letters on our door and shoe polish on the windows. Starts with a 7-0. This dude is getting his money's worth. Mississippi, that seems possible. Jackson, Mississippi. I mean, that looks pretty nice over there. It's cars, lofts at the Riverwalk. So we're near a river. I mean, it would lead you to this Jackson, Mississippi. There's a lake, so there's a river that's going to go through it. Is there a portion? Yeah. What do we want to? Probably some sort of like walk and stuff through there, right? We're going to just throw that down there for the moment, but just take a gander up the street. Near a river, that clears it up. This dude's got a box, and are those jorts? You think there's a Corvette nearby? Oh, wait. You think he's with them? Nah. That dude's watching, though. Pretty sweet boat. Got some bunch of boats. We're definitely near a river. Telling you. All right. Let's Jackson, Wyoming. This doesn't feel like Wyoming to me. Nothing about this screams big sky. This feels, but the trees don't look very Mississippi. Georgia? Keep it peachy. Could this be a Georgia? Let's. God, the trees don't look Georgia. I mean, that stuff kind of does. These cars. Did I just click somewhere? No. I think I did click somewhere. I think I had placed up there. Let's just lock this one in. Yep, it was Georgia. Should have known. Columbus, Georgia. Yep, Chapo had got it. Ooh. That is Mississippi. We are in Mississippi. Wait, right? I got my states right? Yeah. That is Mississippi. So we know that. Now, there's snow, so it's got to be. Wait. Am I very wrong? That's not Missouri for sure. That looks kind of like Missouri, and Missouri does have that little boot heel, but that's not Missouri. I think it doesn't snow there, does it? Maybe just super northern Mississippi. It could, yeah, it could snow super northern Missouri, or sorry, Mississippi. Oh, and there's an 11 highway. Let's go by let's go up here by Fort Payne. Come on. Zoom out. It's by Y Road and 11. Well, that's not going to help us much. Oh, see, it's not snowing anymore. Where the hell was it snowing? What? How did I get one photo of snow? Well, sure as shit, you're right. It was Missouri. That did not look like the shape of Missouri. God damn it. It did not, like, I lived in Missouri. That did not look like the right shape. Boot heel, none of it looked. I mean, I'm clearly wrong, but like that did not look like Missouri. It was way north of Rolla. Faux Chinese. This is West Coast, right? I'd say this is LA area. Just initially. We got palm trees. This looks LA. All it takes to overdose is 2 milligrams. Yeah. Long Beach, LA. Let's just drop it in. Let's find Inglewood. We'll drop it in Inglewood. Yep. We were close enough. Long Beach. Yeah. View results. Well done. I've received an award, a prestigious award. There you go. Not bad. Not bad. That's I've played a lot of Geoguessr. I just hit play again. Look at this Earth Contact house and that race trailer. This barn clearly got some living quarters or something. Look at this place. Earth Contact houses, you just don't see a lot of. I grew up with some people that did that lived in Earth Contact. Garbage gator. Northern Florida. Look at these. Where is this? This is a place where people are really prioritizing their shed spaces and putting architecture in the way back. New street in geography. Just vote for somebody. Big Pond. Somebody Ford. I can't tell. Pop-up camper. Ooh, this is feeling pretty southern Midwest. We got grain elevators in the distance, so we're in that crop country. But look at all these barns, and everybody's got a big old there. We got a trailer. We got a trailer house with an add-on garage or add-on carport. Oh, we found the Grand Am. Nebraska, it feels, I don't know if it feels Nebraska. It doesn't feel Nebraska to me. Everybody, like, you do have trailers, but everybody's got a garage in Nebraska. I mean, this feels south of Nebraska. I don't know if it feels Oklahoma or not. It could be. Let's front white plate. Well, a lot of those, I mean, Nebraska had white plates too. That Earth Contact house and that trailer though, like, I mean, this looks like Texas to me. The size of these houses and everything. I'm saying northern Texas. Oklahoma, northern Texas. I'm just going to drop a random one. Look at that. Other side of Amarillo. That was pretty good. We were in the right vicinity. It didn't feel Oklahoma. It just didn't have an Oklahoma has a bit of a look with how much native stuff is there. Piedmont. A lot of brick. This feels northeast. Amarillo. Every time Nicole and I drive through there, I have Amarillo by morning stuck in my head for days. Okay, with all this brick, this has got to be northeast. There's boats, so we're near water. Custom paint. Don't ask them to do lettering though, because this is not even or good. Look at that. That's like it's not straight at all. It's just all over the place. It looks like different fonts. Like, look at them wheels though on that Nissan Altima. Someone got their tax return. Oh, we got razor wire though. Oh. Okay. I'm saying East Coast somewhere. Get me back to the other view. Damn it. I can't get back to the other one. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Georgia. I could see Georgia. It does. Does Georgia have that much brick? Somewhere sad. Anybody in Georgia? Oh, what is that? Is that a sable? Because it's not the Taurus, right? Is that the Mercury version? Those telling you, whatever it's bricked up. You happy to be here? Or you're just in Georgia. Mary G. Davis got some painted rocks. Class of 20. Military and Global Leadership Academy. Huh. That's bold. This feels more north than Georgia. Just with all that brick, this looks like a military town. Like all of these buildings, it just looks like how they build military, military bases, military properties, or former military, right? South Carolina, Atlanta. What do we have that's military around South Carolina? Is there a Charleston base? North Carolina? Okay. What does North Carolina, Wilmington? What bases are around Camp Lejeune? Were you stationed at Camp Lejeune? Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Where's Fort Bragg? Is it coastal? Is it not coastal? I don't know where Fort Bragg is. I have to admit. South Carolina has Army base. This does look more Army than. It's not called Fort Bragg anymore. Let's just go with. Let's go around Fayetteville, North Carolina. No, Raleigh. Charlotte. Okay. Very close. I don't think that it is. No, that's something. Look at all that, like how that is all built. that is or used to be something. I don't know. There's something to how that was all constructed in there. We were in the vicinity. Oh. So this one's near water. Is this Hawaii? I've never been to Hawaii. That name looks, these both names look very Hawaii to me. But I've never been, so I will have no ability to guess beyond that. It's either Hawaii or Nebraska. Because we had a hill like this near my hometown. So first of all, find Hawaii, and then we're gonna say Lahaina, and we're gonna go around. It's a higher road than right by the coast, so we're gonna go. It's near an airport. We're gonna go like that. Hey, that's pretty good. I'll take it. No, you're right. Hawaii. I was pretty close. See? Nice, correct that for never being there. Ooh. What in the world? Oh, this is bird or it looks like where they raise birds. Flight line. Okay, this is an old base or airport of some sort. Yeah, this is definitely an old base, right? Military or current base. Jet Services Way. And look at that. So we're in the US. Winco. Man, this not giving me much. I'm gonna say yikes. Florida? Does it look Florida? Does it look sawgrassy? It doesn't look like sawgrass and stuff to me. I'd say it looks more west than Florida. Could be right. Some might be Trailer Park in Saw. Man, this looks Mississippi. Yeah, this looks down south. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be near. Oh, Hattiesburg, I know doesn't have anything. Mobile could be Alabama. Let's just split the difference. Go kind of on the state line, Mississippi, Alabama. Oh, yeah, okay. So that seemed right. It did not seem Florida enough. Oh, Colorado Adventure Club had seen that one. You Googled it, shithead. Oof, not Diamondwood Circle. This looks Colorado-ish to me. Like suburbs, Colorado. If I was to guess, just off nothing other than trees, homes, and I don't know. Does Colorado do much I don't think that they do a lot of clay tile roofs, do they? Looks west. Yeah, because Colorado. Oh, yeah, look at that. We got some palm trees, right? Cars don't look California, though. Like, just in general. Looks like somewhere that doesn't have smog. What do we got here? The hardtop EOS. And the trees don't, I mean, I guess they could be, like, trees like this are not going to be Vegas. Evergreens? Like this type of evergreen? I don't think this is California or Vegas. I think this is like, could this be like a northern Arizona thing, like a Prescott? It's not going to be where you get too much snow with clay tile. And it just doesn't look, there's not enough Teslas for it to be. Reno, I don't feel like it's going to be. You guys think Reno? I mean, it's not impossible, but it seems like Reno gets too cold for palm trees and stuff, doesn't it? I feel like this is a Prescott area. I'm just gonna fire it in there on Prescott, Arizona. Nope. It's literally my neighborhood. Holy shit. It's literally 3 minutes where I live. That did not look like it at all. Oh my god. I literally lived right here. Like right here. Right here. We used to drag race RC cars right here. Like that was, we had cash days on this road. Or no, this road right here. Even closer. You could have seen it. It's been way too much time inside. Wow. That. Trust me, that's not my neighborhood. Those houses were much larger. Goodles, you can never, Sacramento, it's so hard just because, like, not far from that at all. You you wouldn't want to, leave your vehicle. Are they only in the US? You can search, you can do worldwide. Let me see, leave game. So I had just done, but like here's, I mean, these are just Asia. So can I just do, can we just do Kazakhstan? How do I go to I'm gonna just go the world is at the top. Ooh, famous. We can try that. So I'm just we won't spend too much time. This looks maybe Central America. Greece works for you. Maybe this is the U.S. still. Wait, no, they're driving on the opposite side of the road. Is this Europe? I don't know. It looks pretty. Australia. Okay. Yeah, that seems pretty I bet you're right. I bet it's Australia. Yeah, dude. You're so right. So let's just go East Coast, Australia, Sydney. That looks. Let's go to something that looks. Doesn't matter. Let's go in Ashfield. Wrong coast of the country. Could have been. It was worth it. So we are in some sort of baseball field, it looks like. I think this is where they filmed the Hunger Games. Some sort of ball sport. Guessing football. Tecate. Is this Mexico? Is this obviously I know it's soccer, guys. Football. Samsung sounds foreign. Well, I can't really go. Can I walk out? No. Okay, so we just get the soccer field. Studio Omne Life. Okay. Can I just guess Mexico? Brazil? Samsonite. I was way off. Brazil? Okay. I'm gonna give you that one. We're gonna go Brazil, and we're gonna find a. Where is Brasilia? Brazil's a big place. I expect all of these places to be bigger. There we go. We're just Mexico City was like my first thought. We're just nope, it was Mexico. I knew it. Guadalajara. See, that was my first guess. Not a lot of context in film Breaking Bad here. So we're driving on the other side of the road. Yeah, other side of the road. Central Valley. This is definitely California. Looks like a flat earth. Good night, Phoenix. I got nothing here. This road striping doesn't ring any bells to me. I mean, this definitely Madame Josh's backyard. Go back to the car, maybe. Oh, go see if we can tell if that car looks European or. What was that sign? Well, Bushman's. Australia? Yeah, I saw the vineyard too. Does Australia do grapes? mean, that's New Zealand. See, South Africa was something I thought. New Zealand. Does it look like? It almost doesn't look like lush enough to be New Zealand. I don't know how it let me jump this far away, but I'm definitely not finding that car again. I mean, those freaking mountains. I mean, that seems kind of New Zealand-esque. Let's cancel. That does not sound like New Zealand. That sounds European. I'm guessing Slovakia. South Africa. Oh, shoot. Plush. Again, no Euro country drives on the left. Is it? It's only the UK. And then they switch back over. See? Told you I'm not very cultured. This is not a road. What was the Google card doing? What is this? This has to be Africa, right? I'm saying, oh, Jamaica? Fort Calhoun. Where's that? We need culture. What do you got? Goats. Is that a person? Is this person is this on a car? Yeah, it's a car. Okay. Like this person is getting. Okay, this is middle. Is this Middle East? It looks Middle East. Central India, maybe? Let's say not. I mean, it's. Let's go. That side of India. Okay, it was West India, but further north. That was wild. Brett Grimley. That sounds UK, right? Australia's finest particle board. So it's okay, we're definitely in the UK. The only place that buys A1 drive shafts. Go down this alley. What? This car just drove all the way down the alley that's sliding its entrance door. This is the most complete Google Street View driver. He's like, no, I'm gonna go all the way down this alley. Oh my god. Ooh, nice area of town. Got the Adidas on with the sleeves. No sleeves, but partial sleeves. Okay. Look at that. That dude's throwing up the peace sign to the to the Google Street View car. What in the world kind of area is this? You got like nice cars, but just graffiti everywhere. Ooh, roundabout. All right, I'm back in. I like this part of town again. Seriously, like, what in the world part of town is this? Straight up bars on the windows. So you're near my office. Bottle shop? Is that what they call liquor stores? Dude, this is amazing. Okay. This guy's pretty interested. Ghetto, but the nice ghetto. Yeah, no kidding. So do we think Perth or Brisbane? Or Sydney? Okay, it's Melbourne. And it can't be near the water because that's got to be the nice areas, right? So that's too far out. That's probably nice and gentrified. It's going to say Wheeler's Hill. Pretty close. I was on the right.
You're still doing this?
Yes, currently.
Jeez.
That was not bad. All right, one more, and then we're done. We're gonna do, what was that one? Famous places. You guys should know this. I should not allow any help just to see how bad I was. Okay, that's Big Ben. I know that one. That's in London. I have no idea where it is past that. Or wait, not. Is that Big Ben? The wife checked you. I don't know where Big Ben is. I feel like there should be a little dot thing for it. It's got to be somewhere with all the important stuff, right? I don't know anything about this place. Across from the eye. What does that mean? All I know is that in the Hitman's Bodyguard, what's her name's wife was over there. Tower Bridge. What? Okay, I'm not looking anymore. Buckingham Palace, done. Close enough. Hey, I wasn't that far off. It's by the river. That would have been. Is this Roman? It's not the Pantheon. Help. Tibet? Is this Tibet? Greek? Well, it's got palm trees, so it could be Sacramento. Like I said, that looks Tibet, Cambodia, Bali. Well, let me go in there. Hello. You bet. Okay. Well, I'm not going to get any. I'm not going to know any more than that. I don't know where this is. Cambodia, you're saying? Bhutan? Okay. The other thing is, yeah, I don't know. Malaysia. You guys are not helping me here. I, I don't know what these things are. Um, yeah, I got nothing. The other thing is that I'm not gonna lie, I don't know where Tibet is. Cambodia or Malaysia. Yeah. 7 years in Tibet. You bet. Yeah, we're just gonna drop her there because I don't know where it's at. Thick. That's pretty close to me. We in Sydney again? Are we in Dubai? This is famous, and I don't I don't know what it is. What is this? Australia? Is it by the Opera House? Yeah, I had nothing. I do not know what multipass. I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm just gonna say Australia. Sochi? You think it does not look like Sochi? These people look taller, and it's all in English. Austin? I don't think this is Texas. I think this is Australia. These streetlights are not the style that they use in Texas. Very similar road signs, though. Let me go down that way. The people are walking on the wrong side of the sidewalk, so that gives you okay, we're gonna fire it in on where's the Opera House? Anybody know? Is it in Melbourne? Melbourne? Brisbane? Adelaide? These are all places I've heard of. We're gonna say the Gem Pier. Sydney? That sounds more right. Sydney Opera House. Yeah. I mean, I don't see the Opera House, but it's got to be nearby. Other side of the country. Oof. What was it? What is that called? Perth. And that is the Elizabeth Quay water. Oh, wait, no. Elizabeth Quay Carousel. Is that famous? You guys heard of that? God damn it. I don't know what this one is either. Why can't they give me off road trucks? This could be the White Church in my hometown. Okay, this is Asian, right? Those houses, that architecture. I'm saying Asian. Oh, those are European cars. Those that's what is that? Is that Peugeot? España? Croatia? Listen, I've learned one thing in my life, and that is that you can't trust sluts. Spain or Portugal? Okay. Yeah. Portugal. Yeah, I was not even close. What country is this? Montenegro? That's a very tiny country. Never would have got that. How did we get up here? Please help. We are driving on the correct side of the road. So Pele has taught us that that could be Europe. This looks like Europe. Google bird. We can't park there. It's the Jersey drones. Space Needle. Eurostat. See, I'm learning. Poland. I'm getting. What is famous? Is it this thing that's famous? It's got to be this thing, right? Anybody reckon? Netherlands? Finland? I can't see my house. The American Canal. Jesus Christ. If this video is ever in just someone's like it just auto plays to the next and they'll wake up at 3 a.m. and be like, what the fuck am I watching? I hope that that happens to you some years from now. Please let me know. I have absolutely no clue. It looks European. Got to be. Well, it's not by a bridge because there's a. Well, it could be by a bridge. See a whole lot of. I mean, it looks like a very important river. Let's go Rotterdam. It was Finland, and that was what? That is. I don't know. 13th century castle with history museum. I said Finland. Let me tell you guys, we didn't do good that time. I got a medal, but it wasn't because we did good. But we should go ahead and call that and just say now that it was a good night. It was a good stress reliever. I'm happy. And I hope that I'm glad that you guys are here. We suck. Boo us. Where's Sammy Storm from? He is from Amsterdam and now lives in Norway. And so there's I can't explain any of this. I'm glad that you were all here. And yeah, I know nothing else. Thank you, everybody. See you later.